Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force, and here today we will be checking out Hard West, a tactical turn-based strategy game that in many ways to you is going to seem very similar to XCOM, and in many ways it is, but it's also got its little different aspects as well that hopefully I can show off to you here in this gameplay video. So what I'd like to do is just show you a bit of gameplay and talk you through what's happening as we're doing it. So first of all, we're in this little situation here. We got to save someone from being hung, and in order to do so, we actually have to first avoid suspicion and sneak past these guards. Now we got a couple options. There is a back door here, so I could take the back door and try to sort of wind around over here. But I'd be worried about being stuck in the middle when they eventually spot me, because they will after a couple of turns. So I think what we're going to actually try to do is make our way up these stairs here and try to get ourselves in a nice little position up top. So there's a lot of stuff for me to explain. As you can see, the UI is fairly busy, and we'll get into all of that as the gameplay commences. I'm not just going to sit here and read off everything to you at once. So first of all, to get past this guard, you notice he's got this little cone here, and these are basically the suspicion cones. So you notice how far he can see when I've got selected on Paco, but if I switch it on over to Mr. Andrew Harding, the suspicion cone is a little bit, it's a little bit less. I got a buggy on this character for a second, but notice how it's a less suspicion cone on both these guys. Now, even though this guy is a greater suspicion cone, he also is going to be able to hold them up for much longer with his subdue mechanic. So some missions are going to start off where you basically enter a town and they're not aware that you're fighting, essentially. And so what you can do is you can try to sneak and get into a good position or just sneak by them by using the subdue mechanic. And that's what I'm going to plan to do here. So first of all, I'm going to place Mr. Andrew right here for his one move for the turn. And we're going to start off by putting Paco. I want to get him close enough so that he could subdue when the time comes. So it looks like he only needs like basically a couple of steps here in order to be able to do that in the future. So I'm going to put Paco right here. And he is going to get suspicious, but the good thing about Paco is that when he subdues, which we can do right now, he's going to be able to do it for much longer. So you notice it says, select enemy to subdue for 6 turns, and it's based on the character's heat. So since his heat is higher than Andrew's heat, he can subdue for longer. So we're going to go ahead and subdue him. Gonna say, stick it up, partner, and he's gonna put up his hands in the air. And notice now he's got 5 turns until he's gonna be able to essentially tell the rest of his crew, like, hey guys, there's something going on over here. He's too scared to move for 5 turns. All right, so we're gonna have a couple of opportunities to move our characters. That is not actually what I wanted to do at all. That was a mistake. I didn't realize I was selected on Andrew again. I want Andrew to go upstairs desperately right now, because I need these guys to be able to take cover before the rest of the team knows what's going on. Okay, Paco, I want you to also go upstairs. Paco's got a slower movement, but boy, oh boy, is he a strong character. He's got some really, really good... man, he could just blow people up, basically, is what I need to say. Okay, so I think we'll have Andrew just sit right here for now, because he's gonna alert this team in 2 more moves. So we're gonna have Andrew go right here, and we're gonna have Paco take post right next to it. And I believe the fight will start now. There we go. So perfect. Got both my guys in cover, full cover. This game has a full and partial cover system, just like XCOM does. And now they're alerted to my presence. So they're going to set up, and if I were exposed, they'd try to take shots. They might still even try to take shots, but the chances of them hitting are very small since I'm in full cover. And even if they do hit, not going to do a lot of damage either. So the enemies going through the turns is really, once we get to my turn, I'll be able to start talking about the different combat mechanics and stuff. This game's got a few interesting things. It's got like special abilities for your characters. It's got, like, for example, right now I've got a cone shot on this gun. I can switch weapons, and we've got a ricochet shot. We also have healing and stimulants and stuff like that. This guy's got healing powder and nail bomb to start. And then the chain kill ability, this is actually really cool. Basically, if I kill an enemy in this turn, he's going to replenish an AP and 2 HP. So it's a neat little ability there, but we're not going to activate that right now, not at all. So we've got 3 characters at our disposal. The character we're trying to save here up on the gallows is now available to us. So I could have her say, shoot this guy. It's a 100% chance to hit, but it's only 3 damage, and you're going to notice this little icon here, that displays his health. So the number in the red is the amount of health they have. So only dealing 3 damage isn't enough. So I would want to take him out with someone else. So let's take a look at our other characters and see what they can do. So we're going to take a look at Andrew. Now this is a close range weapon, so that'd be pretty bad. I'm actually going to switch weapons to a long range weapon. You can tell the range here based on this indicator. The shorter the green and the yellow, the shorter the effective range, essentially. So we're going to switch things up, and this volcano pistol, much stronger. So let's see what he can hit with his volcano pistol. 100% chance to hit this for 5. 100% chance to hit this guy for 5. This is a really good target. I absolutely want to take him out. So we're going to go ahead and confirm that action. Boom! He's donezo. Perfect. All right, so now it's Paco's turn. What can Paco do? Well, before we do Paco, let's see what we can do with the misses here. We got a guy right here, and he's posted up, and I want to be able to take him out. So the stars here indicate the number of action points for your turn, and 2 is the most that I've seen. I've played this game for about 4 hours. I did it on stream yesterday, and the most number of moves per turn that I saw was 2. So I don't know if it just capped out at 2. Maybe eventually I'll get 3, but that's the most that I was able to see. So we could take a look at what she has within her range. She's got a couple of people she can hit. 40%, 0, 0, 0. Not going to do a lot to these guys. So I think what I'm going to want to do is, if I can get around to shoot him, we're going to be in a really good spot. Now notice around his health icon, so the 3, notice we've got this little like gauge that it's either fully filled, half filled, or not filled at all. So for example, hers is not filled at all. These guys are fully filled because they're in full cover, and anyone who might be in half cover gets it half filled, which we actually don't have any examples of that right now. But it'll basically it'll go up to this to like the middle spot. So what I'm going to do is, right now he's in full cover because none of my team can effectively see to shoot him. So since I've got 2 moves for her, I'm going to move her over here first, and then you'll notice this change from full cover to 0 cover, because now she's fully exposed. He's fully exposed, and you can see Cassandra here, she's got a half cover, so that's why it's only filled halfway. So now that he's fully exposed, he's got 3 health, her pistol deals 3 damage, should be, and there it is, 100% chance to deal 3 damage. Another cool thing about this game is it's got actually the more info thing, which will show you how the calculations for percent chance to hit are actually done, which I really like that. It gives you full detail, so you know exactly why is this chance to hit what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and confirm this shot. Boom, he's down. All right, so I still got a move here with Mr. Paco. Paco is very effective. Look at this weapon that he has, the Remy Borgen rifle. Incredibly effective at a very long range. So let's take a look at who he can shoot. 100% chance to hit this character. 63 for the nearby one. Must just be a bad angle. Which I am okay with that. I'm just going to go with the 100% chance over here. Now, we do have some people. There's somebody sitting right over here, and they're going to come up these stairs and likely go for these guys. I guess we'll just have to take the fact that they're going to get hit, because I don't want to move them yet, because there's no really great cover beyond where they are at the moment, anywhere too close. So let's go ahead and confirm this shot. Paco's going to take the shot, 100% chance. There it is, the 4 damage. Okay, so now the enemy turn goes. Lots of enemies. They're going to do what they can. Now, none of these people on the ground should be able to effectively hit Paco or Andrew up top. I'm a little bit worried about Cassandra's position down there, but I wanted to make sure I got that guy that was right below her fully exposed and just took him out. Looks like she might be safe, though. No one in this territory is doing much. I'm mostly concerned about the guy that was located over here and what he is going to do. These guys are just sort of running back and forth. Okay, so there he is. He decides not to come upstairs. Maybe he didn't have enough movement to actually do anything effective there in that capacity. So I talked about the effective range. Again, there's weapon swapping, so characters will have multiple weapons you can switch between. As you assume, there's long-range weapons, there's close-range weapons, there's medium-range weapons, and there's also a difference between the number of rounds that weapons have. So reloading is a thing. It'll use up 1 action point. It's also worth noting that shooting doesn't necessarily use 2 action points, as you saw, because I moved her and shot, but many times shooting will use the rest of your action points. So anytime you can do something other than shoot first and then shoot, it's actually worthwhile. So that can either be moving or reloading preemptively if you've got a weapon that's got low rounds. Now, neither of these weapons have low rounds, so I don't have to reload preemptively, but I could. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to take a look at what they have in their line of sights. Looks like there's nothing here right now for Paco. Let's switch it up to her and see if she's got any good shots. Looks like that's a no. And then finally, Mr. Andrew, do you have any good shots? 55% chance to hit that. Now, the other cool thing about Andrew here is he does have the ricochet effect. Now, ricochet, there will be certain objects within the environment that you can basically bounce your bullet off of and redirect it to hit somebody, which gives you a better chance to get essentially good angles. Now, it looks as if I'm not in line of sight to do any of that at the moment, and since we're also not in line of sight to get any shots, really, with any of our characters, I think I'm just going to start moving my team. So we're going to go ahead and, first of all, we're going to move Mr. Andrew, and I want to make sure he's still in full cover, so I'm just going to move him all the way over here. Now, you might be wondering, Force, you're freely moving, aren't you worried about an Overwatch mechanic? Similar to that in XCOM? Well, first of all, if you didn't play XCOM and you don't know, Overwatch was basically a mechanic that if someone crossed a character's line of sight during their turn, it would basically allow them to get a free shot. Now, this game does not have a similar mechanic. It does have, if you move within a close proximity of a character, they will get a free shot, but it's basically just immediately around them. Like, if I were to try to run, okay, here it is. If I were to try to run right next to this guy, notice that red ring? That means he's gonna shoot me, because I'm just really close to him. So, you don't want to do that. And I think some part of it has to do with whether or not they can see you coming. So notice this guy right here. It appears that if I run next to this guy on the outside of the building, he is not going to shoot me because he is actually not looking in my direction. So he's sort of not aware of my presence. All right, so we got those two guys posted up. It looks like I can have her actually make it all the way up here, but she seems like she'd be a little vulnerable up there. So I am just going to move her and post up right down here. And that's basically going to be my turn. Okay, so now it's the enemy turn. And as far as I could tell, based on the enemy movement that we saw, we don't have anyone too close for it to be a huge deal. I basically am not worried about getting shot right now. So you notice this daylight right here, and you can also notice the sun underneath these characters' names. There are essentially these special abilities in this game, different things that you can do, and sometimes they'll be affected based on the daylight and nighttime. So this game has this little kind of twist of, it's not just a Western-based game, there's also demon stuff occurring. All right, I'm going to try, oh, there's a person right here. Okay, so what I could actually do is we could go up top and shoot him, and it'd be a guaranteed kill, but the problem is then she's going to be fully exposed. So let's see if we can get one of our two friends over here to take that shot. 69% chance. It's a 69% chance for 5 damage with Mr. Andrew. His other weapon won't be even close, yeah, because it's got a much shorter range. So Andrew doesn't have the greatest of shot. What about Mr. Paco here? What does Paco have for a shot on this guy? 67% chance, so that's greater. It's for 4 damage, which is still enough to kill it. So that'll be adequate. So I guess what we'll do is we're going to go for the shot. First, I'm just going to reload, though, because I might as well. It's going to use up 1 action point. It's not going to change his chance to hit. And we're going to want to do that reloading eventually anyway. So let's go for the 67% chance for 4 damage. We get it, perfect. So now this is going to allow Miss Cassandra to make it up here safely, which is the most important thing, I think. So there it is, just 1 action point. Let's see if she can take any shots right now. All right, I might as well go for that. 59% chance for 3 damage. So if she gets this, this was a very effective turn for her. Let's go ahead and take that shot. There it is, beautiful. Angry Peasant was killed. Okay, so we still got some moving here that we could do with Andrew. Let's see if Andrew has anything. He's got a 65% chance to hit that guy in there. That's pretty good, actually. Look at that line of sight right through the window. So before he takes the shot, let's just go ahead and reload with him. And let's go ahead and take that shot. I like those odds. They've been working for me so far. Yeah, greater than 50% seems to be enough. Absolutely perfect. Beautiful. Oh, notice this glowing little tank over here? This is an item that you can, so there's certain items within the environment that you can ricochet off of. This is one of them. So if I was in the position to ricochet off of this, I could basically try to hit someone like around a corner or something. In fact, I wonder, I don't know, I assume there's a range limit on this thing though. I'll give it a shot. Oh my gosh, it actually worked. Okay, so the thing is, can I actually still hit any of these? No, the line of sight isn't there. But, again, you can imagine. Alright, what if I ricocheted off of this? Oh, he doesn't have a line of sight of this to effectively do it. So I can ricochet off of this. The problem is it's not really doing anything. If I had anyone else in line of sight to do this. It would totally be hilarious, but unfortunately it's not going to happen right now. Alright, so I guess first thing, let's actually go ahead and move her into here. I'm going to give her some additional cover in a new room. If there's someone in here, I'll just be able to shoot them anyways. 59% chance for 3 damage for that person on the outside. I think that's a shot worth taking. Oh no, she's out of... Oh, shucks. She's actually out of... And so this is where the reloading mechanic comes in. Cassandra's starting pistol is terrible. As you can see, it's only got 2 rounds. It only deals 3 damage, and I need to reload it right now. I've got no other choice, so that's what we're doing this turn for her. Okay, and let's see. Let's see if we got any shots here. 47% chance for 1 damage. The reason the damage is so low right now for Paco's shot is because, as you can see, their guard thing here, they both have full cover right now. So, fully covered, not gonna happen. Okay, let's check him out. Yeah, so they're both fully covered. So, neither one of those is really gonna happen, which has me just wanting to move with the team here. Just wanting to get people going. Paco's movement range, again, is pretty abysmal, and I really don't want him to be fully exposed over here, so I'm just going to move Paco. Well, let's... No, I'm not going to reload. He doesn't need to. Just move Paco over here, and we will move Andrew to take cover right in here. This will be pretty good. So we're just moving them forward. Basically, the objective here is we're trying to get to the other... we're trying to get out of here. We're trying to get out of here, but we're also trying to eliminate a dangerous... demonic threat. Ha 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 ha. It's pretty cool. The mix of Western and demonish things is kind of a neat little... Okay, let's see here. So, any shots available? 59% for 3 damage to her in there. It's not bad. But let me see if these guys have any other shots besides her anyways. This is 65% chance. That's a better chance to hit her. So I think we'll just go for that. Let's go ahead and have him reload first. And then take that shot. See if we can hit it. 65% chance, 5 damage. Let's go, baby.
Cassandra didn't know the names of her saviors. But there was no time for introductions. The men who wanted her dead needed to be dealt with. Neither they nor their carrier pigeons could leave that town alive.
Alright. Boy oh boy. This guy left cover for some reason. 66% chance for Paco to kill it. So you got a little bit of the story there. There was a... there's basically... This game basically has like these chapters that tell the stories of these characters. And this chapter is the story of Cassandra. She started off getting captured. Somebody wanted her dead. And we're basically going to go on a hunt and do all this stuff. It's kind of neat. It's segmented into these various chapters. Now there's an aspect of this game that I don't enjoy at all, and we're going to cover it towards the end of the video. It's actually a somewhat significant portion of the game that I really don't like, but all of this stuff, this turn-based strategy stuff, oh, I love it. Like, I think the combat here feels great. They really did a pretty bang-up job here. All right, so Cassandra doesn't really have anything. Our objective, our goal is to kill the carrier pigeons. She's got no one in her line of sights right now. We still got this guy down here. He's in full cover. I think my move right now for Cassandra is actually going to be to bring her all the way down here. She should be pretty safe in this position.
There was a back door, but it required a key. The key had to be somewhere nearby.
Back door requires a key, so we're going to have to find that key before we can actually make our way forward. Oh, Cassandra, you silly goose. You didn't know about the key. All right, so she's not going to be able to do much right now with where she's at. Why don't I take some cover over here? I don't know. I don't think there's anyone in my line of sight still. There isn't. All right, so let's see what we got. Do we have anyone in our line of sight with either of these? No, they don't. Neither one of them have a shot. Well, Mr. Andrew can actually check the first object right here, so we're going to do that with him. Find, no key, but found valuables. Okay, so finding valuables is actually pretty good because basically what that means is we're going to get some currency. There is item purchasing. You can go to towns and shops to purchase weaponry and all sorts of stuff. So let's go ahead and actually move him forward. 1 action point. See if he's got any shots. He still does not, so let's just go ahead and move him forward into some cover. And Cassandra, I suppose she can just stay right here. Now, let me move her right here. She should be fine. Was there an enemy over here? I actually don't remember. I'm not sure. This could be dangerous. I could be moving her closer to a potential enemy in this vicinity, but I'm not sure that there even is one. I got a feeling that there isn't. There's also this luck system. I didn't want to even really get into it until it actually came into effect, which it still isn't, unfortunately. All right, so Paco, I'm gonna have Paco make his way over here. He's just gonna take cover in this room first, though. I don't want to walk into that room blind. Actually, walking into this room blind was kind of silly, because if there was someone in this room, Paco would have died, because I used up both my action points there. Well, he would have been shot. He's got actually a lot of health, so maybe he wouldn't have died, but... Alright, and Andrew... What do I want to do with Andrew? I could head him in the same direction. There's a, the next potential object is in there. There's also a potential object in here. So maybe I should have Andrew make his way closer to there. So we're going to have Andrew go all the way down here. He will be fully exposed here. But I'm not too worried. Because I've got a feeling that all the enemies are just in this room. So... Alright, so the enemies didn't even do anything on their turn, hilariously enough. Cassandra, oh no, it's still Cassandra's move, okay. Cassandra doesn't have a shot right now. I could move her, like, right into this, I wouldn't want to move her right into this room, because there's two people right there already. I could, though, move her to cover right here. This is actually probably pretty good. This is gonna give her, some vision in, oh no, oh no, oh, goodness gracious. Cassandra's dead. Oh my god, thank god the AI frickin' derped that up. Holy crap, Cassandra. I'm sorry, I didn't even think. Luckily, he's an idiot and you took care of it. But goodness gracious, that could have been really, really bad. Alright, Cassandra. Go ahead and reload with your second action point. Her weapon doesn't appear to use up both. That was really a derp move. I got lucky that the AI decided not to do anything about that. Alright, let's go ahead and see if the key's in here. No key found. One of the things about this game, you haven't seen it yet because the enemy hasn't actually had many opportunities to shoot me because I've been maintaining cover and everything. Well, except for that situation where they had an opportunity and just didn't do it. That's really, I don't know what to say about that. When you get shot, a lot of times you're just dead. Like, characters don't have a lot of room to survive these sort of situations. All right, let's see if we get an angle to anyone in here. We don't even see them. All right, well, what about, let's see if Paco can do anything. I'll put Paco up here and see if he's got any line of sight. Looks like he does not. Now, this might be an opportunity for the nail bomb. Let's see if we can toss this in here effectively. We could to kill one of the guys here. And I think we'll do that. Let's go ahead and grab the nail bomb, toss it in. There it nailed it. All right. Now Cassandra should be able to actually move in. No, he's hidden behind here. So she actually wouldn't be able to shoot him from where she is there. She might be able to get him from here, though. She might be able to get him from here. Let's try this. Okay, no, he's still got full cover, unfortunately. And because he's still got full cover, I really don't want to stay here. That sounds way too dangerous. So we're going to move Cassandra over this way. And let's check Mr. Andrew. Let's see if his ricochet is going to work right now. Since we can see... Oh, we can no longer see the guy because I moved her. Okay. Alright, well, I will move Andrew closer as well. I would prefer to give him full cover. Alright, I'm going to try moving right here. We'll see what happens. I'm a little bit worried that he could shoot him through the window. Keep in mind, too, if anyone dies, it's mission over. So you'd really, if you can avoid it, it's good to avoid it. Alright, so he's got full cover, but it is right here again. So let's check Andrew. Andrew, man, I don't know if this is going to be enough. Let's give it a shot, though. Let's move right here. Does this expose his cover? It's a 100% chance, but it's only for 1 damage. That might be enough, though. Let's take this shot. Okay. And he just lost 5 luck. So what is the luck system? Well, the luck system is essentially... I don't know if she's going to be able to see him here to shoot him, actually. I certainly hope so. We'll find out right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please. There it is. He's dead. All right, perfect. Okay. Now, Paco doesn't need to do much because we're... I think we're fine where we're at. So I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna start moving Paco to the next section of the map here. Alright, Cassandra, you could go ahead and pick this up. See if we got the key. Gosh darn it. No key still. Alright, Cassandra, move out here. I don't know if there's even any more enemies in this vicinity, so... let's go ahead and move him in here and open the door. And I don't see anybody. However, if there is someone in there and he moves in, he's dead. So let's actually just move him. Just go over here. Take full cover behind the closed door. Okay. Paco's turn to move. We're gonna put him fully exposed. I'm just trying to move him in this direction. Again, I'm pretty certain that there's no one else here right now. And we're gonna move Cassandra also towards the back doors is where I'm trying to go ultimately. I'm actually taking a chance though. If there's anyone in here right now, looks like there isn't. Move in. No one spotted. Perfect. So this should give us the key, hopefully. There it is. Found the key. And this actually ends up giving it to all of our characters. So we should be able to open it up with anybody. Let's just move Paco down. Paco moves down into position. Cassandra now. Open the door. And let's go ahead and peek around this corner here. See if we see any enemies. Nobody there. Okay. Alright, so we can have Andrew move up top? But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get back to where I need to go, because I need to go over here. Oh, you know what? Actually, there is a back door right here. Would you look at that? Oh, we could do a little flanking mechanism here. Okay, Andrew. How's about this? How's about you move full cover right here? There's a guy right up top. Okay. This is pretty precarious, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna continue to make our way over and see what we can do here. I'm really nervous. There's been multiple times on this mission where I've died, basically right where I'm going right now. This back alley gets really a bit nerve-wracking. Alright, Andrew, I want you to check this door. I don't see anybody. Can you ricochet? No, you don't even have line of sight. 100% chance for 5 damage to the pigeon cage from where we're at. We actually have to destroy both of these, so I think I might as well take this shot. Right through the window. Pigeon cage down. Alright. Now Paco, he doesn't have any shots from here. He's gonna post him up here. Now it's the enemy's turn. They're setting up. I noticed there. I know there was a guy up top here. There he is. Guy moving around. So I think it's just the 3 people remaining right now. Oh, we got a. It's only a 30% chance because he's in full cover. What about with ricochet? I can't really do any ricochets right now. Is he my only target? Yeah, he's my only target. So that's really not a good spot. What if I move him here first? Oh, does that eliminate his cover? It does. It's only 70% chance to hit, though. Let's find out why. Because this guy has a defense rating, it reduces the chance. Interesting. Well, it's still 5 damage. 5 damage is 5 damage. Looks like I can't ricochet off of anything to give that a better chance. So might as well take this shot. Good chance to hit. There it is. And look at this.
Rurales turned out to be something more than just corrupt lawmen.
Turns out they were demons. So we basically switched into demon mode right now. Nightmare. No shadows can be spotted, which means it makes it harder for me to detect enemies. It also means that abilities based on shadows are even more powerful. And as you would assume, demon-based creatures will have abilities based on shadows. Alright, so we got no shots here with Cassandra's current position. Paco, unfortunately, also has no shots. Let's move him closer, but still behind cover. See if he's got anything going on. 48% chance for 4 damage. I think I might as well take that shot here. Okay, there we go. So we got the 2 people in that building, relatively low. Cassandra, let's move her closer. If she could hit one of those 2, that'd be pretty good. If she could hit the guy up top, that'd be really good. 0% chance for anything. Cassandra's not doing it. Let's go ahead and have her reload. All right, Cassandra. And I think it's going to be the enemy's turn. So they're going to take a shot. So now we can finally talk about the luck system. Basically, if you're in cover and an enemy takes a shot and misses, it's going to reduce your luck. And once you have 0 luck, then you're going to start getting hit. So notice the shot missed, remove 30 luck. Because I'm in full cover. If I was like in half cover and they missed, I believe it'd remove even more luck. I think that's how it works anyways. It's something like that. But basically, yes. If an enemy shot misses, your luck is reduced. When your luck is 0, you're done, basically, is how that works. Okay. So this guy over here by Andrew, this guy moved back to full cover. He moved to the other side. Unfortunately, I still no longer have any ricochet targets with Andrew's current position. Well, basically, with my line of sight and Andrew's current position. However, what if I move here, full cover? Oh my goodness, would this be amazing? Ricochet off of this. Don't you dare tell me. 0% chance. Darn tootin'. Really? Come on, man. Alright, well, I'm just going to leave Andrew here then, and I think we're just going to have him reload. I don't think there's much else for him to do. He's in full cover, so hopefully he's not going to get shot and die. Paco's got nothing. And she also has nothing, huh? Damn. What does Paco have? Boy. I don't want to move too close to him. Here, let's give Paco a shot here, because he can actually shoot through this chain link fence here. Look at this. Perfect. Look at this. 100% chance for 4 damage. So that means we only need 3 more. That means if Cassandra gets a shot here, then he's dead. But I'm worried about leaving Cassandra out in the open, because we do have people... We've got some people that could shoot her if she's out in the open. So I'm really worried about that. I'm not sure if she can shoot through this window or not. This is my concern. My concern is that if I move her over here and well, let's just move her over. Let's just be safe about this. Let's move her over here. It's a single move. Let's see if she can shoot through this window. I'm actually not sure at all. She can't. She's got 0 line of sight. All right. Well, then that's just going to be it for Cassandra, and thusly will be it for our turn. So we got a couple of demons down here, but they're both. Here's a shot. Oh, I thought the demon was taking a shot there. All right, so let's see what we got here. What about a ricochet? I can't shoot him because I can't see him. Still can't hit that guy. 0% chance. So I think my best move actually for Andrew here is we're gonna bring Andrew back over here. Fully gets vision of this guy. It's only 65% chance to hit. What about with my other weapon? Any increase? 62. It's even worse. Okay. My other weapon also has another ability. My other weapon also has this cone shot. It's only a 42% chance to hit this guy, though. It's better off that I go with the 62. Oh, no. That's really not good at all. Oh, my goodness. So it completely missed. It ended up using some luck as a result, but it completely missed. All right, we're going to put Cassandra over here. She'll be at half cover, but she should be able to get him. 100% chance. It's only for 1 damage, though. That's not good. All right, let's see if Paco can do anything better. I don't know that he can, actually. I'm really nervous. These guys have great vision here. Let's bring Paco over here. See if he can take a shot. He should be able to get nothing against him. That's really bad. Alright, I need to move Cassandra back to safety. Way too dangerous right there. Hell, it might even be way too dangerous right there. I can't believe he's got no shots whatsoever. Okay. I'm just going to end his turn then. Well, let's have him reload. There you go. So let's see what they do. Nothing yet. That guy's exposed himself. Oh, there we go. Paco. Okay, got no shots right now. Oh, this will be another situation where Andrew gets a full exposure on this guy. It's only a 59% chance to hit. But I think he lost some of his luck. So there you go. Less luck means you kind of... Yeah, well, you're out of luck. Alright, I'm going to move him here. And this should be enough for the killing blow. Taking a chance. Hopefully this works out. There it is. 100% chance. Has only 2 damage still. This guy's a bastard. I need to do this though. I need to kill him. This is my chance here. This is my chance. And I think we'll only have one guy left after this. So he's down. Oh no. No, no, no! Oh, goodness. Goodness. That's it! You're done! And then we'll kill the carrier pigeon. Oh, you're out of ammo. Alright, well, then you kill the carrier pigeon.
The birds were no more.
No more.
For the time being, Cassandra was safe.
She was safe. Haha! Alright, guys. Well, there you go. A full round of the turn-based strategy aspect of this game. Now, I mentioned that there's another part of this game.
The two men introduced themselves as servants of the Protector. Their employer was a friend of the order Cassandra once belonged to. The Protector offered shelter and whatever help Cassandra required. She didn't want shelter. She wanted to rid herself of her gift. Hardin assured her the Protector could help her with that as well. But to reach him, they would need to cross a river and sail across a bay.
So I mentioned that there's another part of this game that I really don't like, and it's just my personal preference. I don't care too much for text-based adventure games, and you might have not thought so at this first segment of gameplay that you saw, but this game has a significant amount of text-based adventure. Yesterday when I did the live stream, it's just like this. You'll basically, we've got this overworld map, and you'll move to these specific points of interest, and there'll be events happening. You know, like there's a ferryman here, and all this stuff. Let's examine the scene. It's literally a text-based adventure with multiple choices, decisions that you can make. So see, we can tell Hardin to leave the dead alone, or we can say, hey man, take whatever you want off the body. And depending on the decision that we make, notice the diverging arrows, it's going to change the future outcome. Now, this first one that we're looking at right here, it's pretty small. But yesterday during my 4-hour live stream, I was in a segment, I was literally there for 30 to 40 minutes straight of text-based adventure. And that's fine. By itself, it's a development decision. They decided this is how they want to tell a story and give the player multiple choices, as opposed to having like Mass Effect VO, you're talking to NPCs and you have choices, you know what I mean? They're deciding to tell the story this way. For me, I hate it. I did not like it. I'm not even joking. I was sitting there for 30 to 40 minutes reading and doing multiple choices. Now, it's such a bummer because I love the gameplay that you just saw, the turn-based XCOM style strategy stuff. Love it. I think it's great. It was unfortunately the showing that that we just went through was a lot easier than it typically is. For whatever reason, I still don't know why that guy in the saloon or whatever didn't shoot Cassandra when I moved her in. That was very odd. We're playing on the medium difficulty, which is the 1 out of 3. All that stuff is really fun. It has been, in my experience, very hard. Obviously, you didn't get to see that right there, but it can be. It's one of those situations where if a character dies, if they're a main character, you're starting the mission all the way over. It was challenging. Yesterday on my live stream, I had to do things over and over and over again. So it can be challenging. It's a lot of fun. I think the gameplay's pretty smooth as well. I just don't like this. I don't care for text-based adventure, and again, it's just a preference thing. I personally don't enjoy doing this at all. Like, I was just bored to tears, and you might say, well, if you weren't so stupid and you enjoyed reading, listen, it's more than that. I like reading. I'll do it when I sit down with a book. I just don't care to do it in my video games. That's all. Again, just personal preference. So here's a shop. You can buy items from people. There'll be different towns, different shops. You can buy better weapons. They've got the damage and stuff. And there's also the card system that I'd like to show you here. I'm actually not going to buy anything. I can click on this. Okay, there it is. So here's the card system. This is a really cool little feature. Basically, you'll unlock cards which give special abilities, and you can slot them to your character. So currently, we've got the 10 of Spades ability, which is the Ricochet ability. He's on Mr. Harding right there. And we also have this Queen of Spades ability, This is the chain kill ability that this guy has, where if he gets a kill, he gets additional movement and stuff. We also have the Red Joker, no ability, but adds HP, defense, and luck. I'd actually like to put that. I'd like to put that on Paco, my man. And then we've got this Beast Hearing, senses nearby enemies, +4 sight. Let's put that on Cassandra. I like that on Cassandra. So yeah, you'll unlock different cards with different abilities, and then you give them to your character, and you can get like this hand system, and depending on your hand, you get additional benefits and things like that. So this is a cool system. There's a bartering as well within the purchasing. So when you go into a shop, you can decide you can decide to barter. So I could say like, hey, I want this musket, and I'm willing to give you one thing. And apparently he's not okay with that because he's not willing to trade. So, but yeah, I really like the turn-based stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot harder, unfortunately, than was just represented to you in the run that we did. But I don't care for this at all. I really don't. I don't care for the text-based adventure at all, unfortunately. And from what I saw in the live stream last night, sitting there for 30 to 40 minutes, that's at least a somewhat significant portion of the gameplay. I mean, there must have been text-based adventure for about a fourth total. Maybe a fifth. Maybe about a fifth total of the 4 hours that I played was this stuff. And it's just not for me, that's all. There's nothing wrong with it. If you like it, there's nothing wrong with the developer's decision to do this. It's just not personally for me, which is a bummer, given how much I like the combat side of this game. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching and joining me in checking out Hard West. Hope you have a fantastic afternoon. I'll see you later.